Everyone. Thanks for the kind introduction. Appreciate it. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can hear me. Yeah. So, what I'll be discussing is very much along the similar lines. As the world's first and only commercially available, fully connected continuous manufacturing, we've been serving patients with multiple commercial products already, right? So with that introduction, I'm going to walk you through our approach to continuous manufacturing, starting with the issues with the fed batch, and then we'll transition into the solution space. So if you were to look at any biologics manufacturing facility in the world globally, what you will find is a really large footprint, necessitating multiple bioreactors to produce a certain quantity of product, right? And it's a clunky setup. You need miles and miles of stainless steel infrastructure, manual intervention, making it compliance more difficult in terms of contamination control, which most facilities have faced, and then, needless to say, very high capital cost that runs into billions of dollars, right? So how do you solve this problem? By enabling access to people in the world that don't have access to biologics, and we approach that through technology. And the technology that we have is fully connected, continuous manufacturing. So in the industry, you will hear different definitions of continuous manufacturing, hybrid, continuous, but what we have done is right from upstream in terms of bioreactor all the way downstream, we have connected the processes, automation, and then we are also using MI tools to learn continuously so that we can apply to the forward processing criteria. So that's something that we have brought to the table. It enables efficiency, innovation, affordability, and accessibility. And sustainability, we'll talk about that briefly as well as to how we are contributing to the ESG goals globally. Right, so the process behind our EnzeneX is patented, and the process behind our fully connected continuous platform is from wild thaw, bioreactor, multiple chromatography steps, and then virus inactivation steps are all seamlessly integrated and connected with automation tools, right? So there are multiple ways of defining a batch when you are in a continuous manufacturing. One of them is one wild thaw is one batch, or you can also define it by time or by mass, right? As allowed by regulators defined in Q13. So the one example that I'm showing you here is one wild thaw because that makes it for an easier transition from comparability perspective between a fed batch and a continuous manufacturing process. So what makes our patented FCCM method different, right? First, it's been validated and commercially available, right? So we have delivered hundreds of thousands of safe doses using this new technology to patients, using indications in multiple therapeutic areas. It's primed for scaling, right? So if the product demand increases, we simply have to extend the number of days of bioreactor as opposed to putting up a new facility. And flexibility in mind. So for a phase 1 program, you may only need a few grams, and then for a commercial product, you may need several kilograms or tens or hundreds of kilograms. We can do all of that in the same bioreactor. So when you go from phase 1 to phase 3, it's going to be a seamless transition and de-risking the programs automatically by design. So I also want to emphasize a number of quality compliance that is built into the design which EnzeneX enables, right? So first of all, because we have moved the complexity of bioprocessing from operations into the complexity of the cell, by definition, lower cost of construction. And when you have lower cost of construction, your commissioning and validation costs also dramatically decrease. We also have functionally closed system, so you don't really need steam in place. So it's hugely energy efficient and therefore contributing to the ESG goals, and also contamination control by prevention. And it's you will hear CCS, right? But our definition is contamination prevention and control by design. Okay, and better quality profile because we are constantly removing the product from the bioreactor, and scale-up risks often associated or eliminated. So better compliance along with costs and efficiencies. So why one should take advantage of EnzeneX? Fully validated method, completely process validation, analytical method validation, with clinical batches produced, and the product is commercially available, pretty soon globally. Increased productivity up to 10 times, cost effective, high quality of products, flexible design, and most importantly, with global warming, we are contributing significantly to emissions as well, or reduction in emissions, I should say, right? So these are our products that we have launched in India. Adalimumab, again, our company was founded, if you were to look at access to biologics, most people on earth, both in ICH regions as well as globally, people don't use medicines, including US, if you were to look at several of the medicines, people ration because of costs, and costs a limitation to access to biologic therapies. So our principle is to ensure access to biologic medicines globally, and we have done so commercially in India. Pretty soon we'll be doing it in Europe as well as the US. We have done so with adalimumab in the inflammation space, and bevacizumab and cetuximab biosimilars in the oncology space, so across major therapeutic areas. So the opportunity is real to bring affordable medicines to patients globally. With that, I would like to introduce our US facility that's up and coming in New Jersey. We are going to bring the technology that we developed in India to the United States, and that'll be soon an FDA-approved facility as well. We have a pathway in place to get the site right from get-go, right after commissioning. We'll also be going for getting the site approved by the FDA and EMA. We will be launching the site later part of this year, Q4 of this year. And we invite you all to come and join and see the design and the way we have built things in a pretty cool way. I'm excited. With that, thank you for your attention, and look forward to joining John in participating in the panel.